This video provides an overview of problem management in ServiceNow Express. When multiple users submit similar incidents, you want to get to the root cause or causes of the issues to stop them from occurring in the future. Problem management helps you find and resolve the root cause of related incidents. When you identify a problem, you can link associated incidents to it. If the problem requires a change to a configuration item or business service, you can associate the problem with the CI or business service and the change request. Let's look at an example. Users submit incidents, all pertaining to email client functionality. A technician notes a number of users complaining about email, so a problem is added to the system to address these related issues, and the incidents are associated with the problem. Using relationships in the Configuration Management Database, or CMDB, root cause analysis determines that there was a problem with an upgrade to the mail server. Fixing the problem requires a software patch, so a change request is created to push a patch to the email client. When the change is completed by the assigned IT team, the change request is closed, which in turn closes the associated problem, which in turn resolves the associated incidents. We'll see how this works in the system shortly. First, we need to create a problem to address our email incidents. We can do this by navigating to Problem, Create New, or we can create a problem directly from an incident. We open one of the email incidents, click the context menu, and select Create Problem. When we use this method, the incident appears in the incidents list on the problem form. In addition, core information such as the configuration item and short description copy over. If there's no associated configuration item, it's important to try and set it so that other technicians looking at business service maps are aware of the issue. Because users can't send or receive email, we set impact, urgency, and priority of this problem to high. If you assign the problem to a user or group, keep in mind that this value will override any problem assignment rules set up in the system. In our example, the form has been configured to include the Work Start field. This field must have a value for any problem SLAs to run and is typically filled out by the technician when beginning work on the problem. Finally, we refine the short description to provide a summary of the problem. We enter a detailed description with everything we know about the problem so far. After we save our updates, we want to link the associated email client incidents to the problem we just created, so we edit the incidents list. Here we can build and run a filter to narrow down the list of available incidents. Here, when we click an incident in the collection list, we see its details. We can add to the incidents list only those that pertain to our problem. Note the state of each incident assigned to the problem. The state must be in awaiting problem in order for them to be resolved automatically when the problem is closed. We can edit the state value directly in the list if needed. When you've determined that a problem requires a change to a configuration item or business service in your IT environment, you can create a change request directly from the problem form. In our example, fixing the problem requires a software patch, so we'll update the change request to indicate that we need to push a patch to the email client. In the Problems tab of the Change form, we can see that the state of the problem is now Pending Change. If there was a known workaround, we would enter it here in the Work Notes field, check the Workaround box, and post it. Later, after the change request is completed, we're ready to close the problem. If the problem is associated with a change, closing the change request by selecting the Completed state also closes the problem, as we can see here in the Problems tab. Associated incidents are automatically resolved if their state is Awaiting Problem, as we can see in the Incidents tab. If a problem does not have an associated change, we set its state to Closed Resolved directly in the problem form. For more information, please consult our product documentation, videos, or blogs, or ask a question in the ServiceNow Express forums.